Question 2. So this figure showing a combination of capacitors connected to a potential difference of 20 volt. Okay, so we have to calculate the potential difference across C1 and the charge stored in each of this capacitor. Okay, so firstly, let me just remind you the characteristic for a series and a parallel circuit. Okay, so for a series circuit, the value of charge for each of the capacitor and the total charge should be equal, whereas the total voltage, the potential difference, is not equal. And then untuk parallel pula dia terbalik je lah. So this is gonna be equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3, and then VT is equal to V1 equal to V2 equal to V3. Okay, so these are the properties, the characteristics that you should know untuk series and parallel, other than how to calculate the effective capacitance. Okay, so let's do question A. So firstly, we have to simplify this circuit. So how do we simplify? Is by simplifying C2 and C3. So it should be something like this. Okay, you are simplifying them, so you should get this lah. Okay, alright, so this is gonna be your C1, this is your C2, 3 lah. This is your V, which is equal to 20 volt. Alright, so the potential difference across C1 can be calculated by using the formula Q over C1. Okay, so how do we get this? Is by calculating the value of Q dulu. Okay, so let us calculate the effective capacitance dulu, sebab we need it to calculate the total charge in this circuit. So 1 over C1 plus dengan 1 over C2 3 to the power of negative 1. You should then get 4.74 microfarad. And then from here, you can then calculate Q total equal to effective capacitance times dengan the supply voltage. So you should get 94.74 microcoulomb. Okay, so from here we can then tell that the total charge is equal to the charge across capacitor 1 and across capacitor 2 and 3. Okay, so dari sini kita just substitute lah the value of Q1, which is equal to 94.74 microcoulomb. Then you should get the potential difference to be equal to 9.47 volt. Okay, I hope that's not too confusing. Okay, so let's calculate question B pula. So C1 kita perlu charge stored. Okay, so C1 kita sudah dapat C1, which is equal to the Q untuk capacitor 1 is equal to the total charge, which is equal to 94.74 microcoulomb. Okay, and then we should do for capacitor 2 and 3 pula. Remember, capacitor 2 and 3 charge there will still be equal with the total charge, tapi remember Q2 and Q3 is a parallel circuit. Okay, so instead of doing that, we are gonna find the total voltage, the voltage for capacitor 2 and 3 lah. Okay, because remember V2 should be equal, V total should be equal to V2 and why am I confused? Okay, ngam na. V23. Okay. No, V1 plus V23. Okay, that was confusing. Good job. Okay, so this is correct. Then from here pula barulah equal to V2 equal to V3. Why? Sebab they are in parallel. So that's why they are equal. Okay, so we can just let this equal to V2 lah. So this is 20, V1 is what we obtained just now, which is 9.47 plus dengan V2. So you should get V2 equal to 10.53 volt. Okay, so from here we can then calculate Q2 using C2 V2 equal to dapat berapa? Dapat 52.6 microcoulomb. Okay, do the same thing for Q3. C3 V3 equal to, this one should be equal to 10.53 volt lah. Okay, you should then get this one for 42.1 microcoulomb. Right. So that is the solution for your question number 2 in your tutorial question.